Hi, I'm Elle. Welcome to this chair-based yoga practice. For today's practice, get yourself a chair, preferably one with a straight back and no arms. Like a folding chair is a great option. If you don't have anything like that, whatever you have, you'll be able to make do. A stool or a bench is something that you could also explore. If when you sit in your chair, your feet don't touch the ground flat, then take and fold up a blanket or grab a cushion, or if you have yoga blocks or anything at all, to help raise the ground up to your feet so that you can rest your feet flat on the ground. It'll just make it a little bit more comfortable for your body and give you also the experience of being able to root down through the soles of your feet. All right, so to begin, find yourself in a comfortable seat. And if you'd like to sit up straight for the beginning here, you're welcome to, or if you'd prefer to lean back in your chair, that's also an option. Take and rest your hands onto your lap, and you can turn the palms face up or face down, whatever feels more nurturing and nourishing for you. And then find a still point somewhere out in front of you, or close your eyes. And take a moment here to bring your attention and your awareness to your breath without changing anything about your breath. What do your inhales feel like today? What is the sensation of exhaling like for you today? And then begin to deepen your breath. So lengthen the duration of your inhales. Take an extra sip of breath in at the top. And then notice how that lengthens your exhalation. And at the bottom of your exhale, see if you can let go of a little bit more breath from the lungs. Then continue to breathe like that, deepening it if it feels good, or coming back to a more natural breath if that is more supportive for you. And then as we move through our practice today, I'll cue breath with movement. But before we get into the movement portion, let's just explore what the sensation of the breath is like directionally. So as you inhale, just notice, how do you feel your body move? Is it up? Do you feel it move down? Is it lighter? Is it heavier? And as you exhale, how does it feel? Does it feel lighter? Does it feel heavier? Does it feel like moving up or moving down? This time as you inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, make little fists with your hands. Then as you exhale, release the shoulders down, release the hands, soften the palms. Inhale, squeeze the fists, draw the shoulders up, maybe even squeeze your legs in towards one another. And exhale, release the hands, the shoulders, relax the legs. One more time like that. So take a moment here, just breathing naturally. And if you feel inspired to set an intention for your practice today, what is a place in your life or somewhere out in the world that you'd like to direct this focused attention and energy to? If something comes to mind, you can let that sit in your heart. If nothing comes to mind, that's okay too. And release your arms down by your sides. Blink open your eyes if they've closed. And inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, reach the arms out wide and down by the sides. So you may have noticed in the exploration of the breath earlier, inhale creates a lifting and expansion, and the exhale creates a sensation of rooting and heaviness down towards the earth. And maybe you noticed something different, but this is the way that I'll be cueing breath through practice today. No matter what I say or how I suggest breathing, it's always up to you to breathe in a way that serves your body. So if you notice that it feels good to breathe in the opposite of what I'm saying, or if your length of breath is different than mine, then play with that. But in general, we'll use the inhales to create space and length and reach, and the exhales to soften and let go. So just one more time. So inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, arms by the sides. Take your hands to the top of your lap and slide your hands down towards your knees. Draw your chin to your chest and round through the spine. Then slide your hands up towards the hips, draw the elbows back, lift your chin up towards the sky. And then explore linking breath with movement here. So round the chin to the chest, curl through the spine. Then draw the hands back, elbows back, lift up through the heart. You might find that exhale as you round feels more natural, and an inhale as you draw the heart forward matches up. Or maybe it feels better the other way. But by bringing an awareness of the breath as you move the body, it can help to create more of a sense of calm and focus. Then come up to a neutral spine. Now granted, if that's not what it feels like for you and focusing on the breath creates a sense of anxiety or challenge that's not enjoyable, then forget about it. You'll be breathing no matter what, right? All right, from here, take and reach your arms up overhead. And then release let's say this is your left hand down by your side. Reach your right arm up. And then exhale, reach the left fingertips down towards the earth and the right arm goes up overhead. So lateral side bend here. You can also take your right hand to your left hand to your left leg. Take another breath here. And come up through the center. Take and release your right hand down to your lap. Use an inhale to take both arms up overhead. As you exhale, release the right hand down by the side or right hand to the right leg. Reach your left arm up and over. As you stretch through the left side of the body, breathe. And come back up through the center to place your left hand on your lap. So we're moving through the 6 movements of the spine. We just did flexion and extension. We just did lateral side bending on each side. And now rotation. So from here, take your right hand to your right leg. Left hand can go to your left hip or to the back of your chair. So as you turn to the left here, keep your ears in line with your shoulders so that your chin doesn't jet forward, it draws back. And in drawing the chin back, it creates more of a lift through the chest and keeps your spine more upright. You can keep your left hand or your right hand on your right leg or take it across the body here. Take another breath. And then untwist. And we'll go in the opposite direction. So whichever is the opposite of what we just did. So take first and bring that hand to the hip or to the back of your chair. Turn through the torso rather than just thinking of turning through the neck. You can keep that hand on the same leg or take it across as well, but prioritize keeping your ears over your shoulders. Take another breath here. And turn to face the front of your space. So here let's take and make some circles with the ankles. So come up onto your toes, so your toes are on the ground. And draw circles with your heels. So keep the ball of your foot connected to the ground if you can. You can also just go up and down. Any movement that feels interesting for your ankles here. And then lower your heels to the ground and then pause for a moment and feel the soles of your feet connected to the ground or to the blanket or wherever your feet are resting. And see if you can just notice the sensation of that surface against the sole of your foot. And then imagine the sole of your foot like a rectangle. So I'll pretend that this is the foot. Think of pressing into the base of the big toe, into the base of the inner edge of your heel, and keep that while pressing into the base of your pinky toe all the way to the outer heel. So see if you can connect into those four corners of the feet on the ground here. And you might notice that when you work to press into those four corners, that you feel the legs engage differently. You might feel that you sit a little taller. You might feel the abdomen engage. So that's an invitation through this practice today. Anytime the soles of your feet are connected flat on the ground, can you stay connected to the four corners there? Let's take a big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, thumbs to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the arms by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then this time, as you exhale, reach the arms forward and down. And you can rest your hands on the tops of your thighs or to the shins or to wherever they reach. Then take a moment here. You can also take and step the feet a little wider to make space for your torso to come between the thighs. You can relax the chin to the chest if that feels all right for you. So you can be in a forward fold like this, or you can be tipped forward with your forearms on your thighs. Take a big breath in, full breath out. Then walk your hands to the tops of your thighs, lift your torso up halfway, lengthen the crown of your head forward, hug your elbows towards the side of your body. Take an inhale, be long through your spine. Exhale and fold the torso down. Again, inhale, draw the shoulders back. Think of lifting the chest up to like a 45-degree angle. Exhale, fold down. One more time, inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Press in through your feet. Inhale, rise up through the torso, reach your arms up overhead. Palms touch, exhale, thumbs to the chest. So we'll do that again. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see me from a different angle. It's helpful here as well to sit towards the front half of your chair rather than the back half. So you might explore that and see how that changes the way that you have to be engaged in your body. So hands on the top of the thighs, take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, thumbs to the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach the arms forward and down. Forearms to the thighs or hands down towards the shins or the ground. Inhale, hands to the top of the thighs. Lift the heart forward. Hug the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way upright. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, reach the fingertips down for your little forward fold here. Inhale to that halfway lift, shoulder blades hug back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up through the fingertips, palms touch. Use an exhale to draw the thumbs to the center of your chest. And pause for a moment here. This sequence of poses is a variation of sun salutations. Take a breath. Release your arms down by your sides. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to that halfway lift, elbows hug in. Exhale, fold the torso forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Here, take and release your hands by your sides and take your hands to the seat of your chair. So you can keep them here or walk them back towards the back of the chair. So you might have a couple different places to reach the hands towards. So here, draw the shoulders back, hug the elbows in towards the body, lift up through your chest. And then with the hands connected to the seat of your chair or to one of the parts of the chair, lean forward a little bit. So create a little bit of resistance to help create space across the front of your heart. Take and bring your ears back in line with your shoulders. So again, you're not letting the chin jet forward. You're drawing it back to create length and extension through the spine all the way up through the neck as well as the shoulders. Take another breath here. And then release the hands down by your sides. Inhale, extend the arms up high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Press the palms of the hands together and then take your elbows out wide. See if you can line your elbows up with your wrists as much as you can. Really press the palms of the hands together, plug the shoulders back. So rather than being here, go for here. And use the strength of the hands pressing and the elbows out wide to plug the shoulders back. Then from here, find the four corners through the soles of your feet. Take an inhale. And then exhale, keep the thumbs at the center of your chest. Turn the torso to the left. So you might not go very far, and that's okay. Take a breath here. And then come back in through the center. Turn to the other side here. So rotate through the torso, really using the strength of the abdomen, of the core to make this action possible. And then come back in through the center. So here, rotate to the left once more. This time take and reach your right elbow forward, like you're reaching it towards the right knee, but don't let it go there. And then come back up. Turn to the right, and then reach your left elbow forward a couple inches, but keeping the shoulders plugged back. And then come back up through the center. One more time here, so turn to the left, reach the right elbow forward towards the right knee. You can reach a little further if you'd like, but keep the hands pressing, shoulders plugged back, extend out long through the crown of your head, ears in line with your shoulders. Keep pressing through the soles of your feet as well. And come back up through the center, turn to the right, and same thing here, left elbow reaches towards the left knee, shoulders stay plugged back. You can reach a little further forward as long as you stay plugging down through the soles of your feet, ears in line with the shoulders, strong through the back. And then come back up through the center and release your hands. You can give yourself a couple shoulder shrugs here if you'd like. I'm going to rotate my chair towards you again, but you stay as you are. And then take a full deep round of breath here. All right. From here, take and step your right foot off towards the right edge of your chair. And then you can stay here with the legs at like a 45-degree angle, or you can take the right foot out a little further to the right, just depending on the availability of movement in your body. So soles of the feet on the ground, you can take and move if you've got a blanket or something to keep underneath that foot now that the feet are in different places. Let's take the right hand to the right leg. Left arm sweeps out to the side. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, reach the left arm up overhead. So you can stay right hand to right thigh, or you can come right forearm to the right thigh. You can also, if the arm up overhead isn't feeling great for your shoulder, it's not really for me today, fingertips can come to the shoulder or take your hand to your hip. Same thing here, keep the ears in line with your shoulders. Keep lengthening out through the crown of the head, and you can look down, forward, or up towards the sky, whatever suits your neck best. Take a deep breath here. One more big inhale. Then exhale, come back up through the torso. Keep the right foot as it is, and now we'll take and turn towards the right foot. So a couple options here. You can take and turn your body and bring your left foot with you, or you can take and slide onto the front edge of your chair so that your right hip is seated on the chair. Your left hip and glute is not so much on the chair. You can tuck your left toes under, left knee down towards the ground, or you can take and step the toes back to whatever degree supports your body. So we're working towards a lunge here. It's nice to have the back of the chair for me to hold on to as I'm making this adjustment for my body. You can keep your hand at the back of the chair if you're feeling a little unsteady. You can also take and bring the foot a little closer if you're feeling unsteady, right? Steady yourself. Take a moment to find your body and your breath. Then you can keep your hands down or take one arm up overhead or maybe both arms up overhead. Take a big breath in here, lengthen out through the crown of the head, reach up through your fingertips if they're extended. And then exhale, bend the elbows, take them out wide. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, elbows out wide. One more time, inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. And then exhale, take and bring your right hand to the back of your chair, left hand to the right knee. Lengthen up through the spine and we'll rotate through the torso here over the right shoulder. And you can use the left hand on the right knee to gently create a little bit of resistance to aid in your twist if that feels supportive. But again, keep the heart lifting, ears drawn back. Take another breath here. And then untwist through the body. Take and slide the sole of the left foot onto the ground. Turn to face the front of your space and pause. Rest your hands to the top of your thighs. Take a couple breaths here. You can, if you'd like, close your eyes or take your gaze somewhere forward and down towards the earth. And just notice what you notice in your body. Notice what you notice about the quality of your breath. One more full deep inhale here. Exhale out through the nose or the mouth. Blink open your eyes if they're closed. We'll move on to the next side. So from here, take your left foot off to the left. And again, you can find the placement of the feet that suits you here. And then take a moment to make sure the soles of your feet are connected into the earth as much as they can be. Left hand to the left leg, right arm reaches open out towards the side first. And then you can take the hand to the shoulder or up overhead as you reach and create space through the right side of the torso. Again, you can look down, forward, or up, and you don't have to do the same thing with this top arm that you did on the other side. Like this side feels fine with my shoulder to keep the arm lifted, so I'm gonna hang with that. But keep the chin drawing back, right? So the ears draw back as well. And take another breath. And come back up through the center. And then we'll turn to the left side of the chair again. So you can just bring the right foot a little closer, or you can come onto the ball of the right foot, right knee pointing down towards the earth, and it can be close or it can be further back. And again, you'll situate yourself so that your right hip, your right side of your butt is sitting on the chair, and the left side is, the right side is not. So again, back of the chair can be really helpful for feeling sturdy as you maneuver into a place that feels stable. And then take a moment or two to breathe there. If you've got the foot stretching back or even the knee pointing down, you might feel a stretch across the front of the right hip. So notice that. And then one or both arms can go up overhead here for your crescent lunge. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, take the elbows out wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. One more time. Then from here, take your left hand to the back of your chair, right hand across to the left knee. Lengthen up through your torso, and then take your time to rotate, prioritizing the rotation through your ribs as you turn to the left. Again, keep length through your spine by drawing the ears back, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Notice how the breath changes the experience of the twist. The inhale pulls you out of it, and the exhale makes a little bit more space. One more breath here. Then untwist through the torso, slide your right foot to the ground, and turn to face the front of your space again. All right, from here, a few different options. You can cross your left ankle over the right, here, or you can take and bring it up a little higher. If you have another chair or something that you can stack to bring the foot up to rest there, you can try that. Or take the left foot to the top of the right thigh. And just take a moment here to sit upright. And wherever you are, work to flex your left foot, like really actively. Imagine your left foot is still on the ground. So whether it's crossed at the ankle or held at the shin, press through the four corners of the foot. Then you can sway from side to side to just notice how that changes any sensation that you feel in this shape. And you're welcome to stay upright, or you can take and come forward onto your forearms, or reach down a little bit further, whatever's available in your body. And similarly, you can soften your chin towards your chest if you'd like. Another option here could be to take your right hand towards the left knee and turn your torso to the left. You can even take your left hand to the back of the chair behind you. But if at any point you try something out and your body's like, hey, don't do that, then don't do that. Come back a step and find the place that suits your body best. And you'll know that it suits your body because you can still breathe deeply when you're there. When the breath starts to shorten or get unsteady, it's generally a good indicator that you're stressing yourself out. Yoga's not supposed to be about stressing yourself out, right? It's about creating good stress to breathe into, to create a pattern of resiliency. So let's take another breath here. And then come back up. Take and release your left foot, and take and draw circles with your left toes. If you'd like, you can reach your heel out and point and flex your foot. And place your foot on the ground. And next side, right? So what's this? Your right ankle can cross at the left, or you can stack something up underneath it to get a little bit more of an angle or external rotation for the hip. Or if the foot comes to the top of the thigh, you can play with that there. This doesn't feel so great for my body on this side, so I'm going to keep it down for the side. So again, it doesn't have to be exactly the same on both sides. And you're welcome to stay upright, or you can come forward onto your forearms, or you can fold at the hips. And again, an option here could be to take your left hand across to the right knee and turn to the right, even taking the right hand to the back of the chair, perhaps. One more breath wherever you are. And take and walk both hands to your lap to lift up. Uncross your feet. Soles of both feet flat on the ground. Just notice any difference in the way that your body feels here and now from before we started practicing together. All right, and then next, from here, take and walk your right foot off to the right. You got a couple options here. You can just take the feet separated, sort of like we did earlier, or you can take and kick the right heel out to the side. Take and slide your right hand down towards your knee. Bring your left hand to your hip. So you can stay like this or reach the hand a little further down, but make sure that you feel steady and sturdy, especially seated in the chair. Like, we're probably not going to touch the foot here. Take a couple breaths like this. And come on back up. Keep that foot as it is. Walk your hands forward towards your left knee, so you'll lean forward here. You can come onto your forearms if that's available in your body. One more breath here. And come on back up. From here, take your left hand across to your right hip. So we'll turn slightly. Reach your right arm to the, or right hand to your right shoulder or up overhead. You can also take the left elbow to the left thigh if that's available in your body. Or if you want to try this with a little bit more strength in the core, take the hand across to the opposite thigh. So you can't brace yourself here with your elbow. Another breath. And come on back up. Take and slide your right heel in. Bring it underneath your knee. Take a moment here. Pause. What's the difference between the two sides of your body here? And then side two. So left foot comes out and it can stay here, or you can slide it out. You can come all the way up onto your left heel with left toes pointing up. You can also sort of take a moment to resituate your seat in your chair so that you're sitting in a way where the chair isn't like pinching at the back of your left hamstring, if you haven't already figured that out. All right, so then from here, first, let's take right hand to the right hip, left hand to the left thigh. Then you can take and slide the left fingertips down towards the left heel. Keep pressing into the sole of your right foot, especially here, so that you don't go too far off to the left. So that you stay rooted equally through both legs as much as you can. And on your next inhale, come on upright. From here, take and bring both hands to the top of the right thigh, tilt forward. You can even come onto your forearms if you want to play with that. One more breath here. Walk your hands up towards your hip. From here, take your right hand to your right thigh. You'll turn your torso towards the left a smidge. Reach your left arm up overhead, and you can come onto your right forearm here or reach the hand across towards your opposite thigh or the opposite hip for a little bit more balancing challenge. Send your breath through the left side of the torso here. back up through the center. Slide the sole of your left foot onto the ground and then walk it back to the front of your space. Pause for a moment here. Tilt your chin towards your chest. And then tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder without forcing anything to happen. Just sort of slowly tilt the ear towards the shoulder. Relax the jaw so there's space between the top and bottom rows of your teeth. Then slide your chin towards your chest. Let's go left ear towards the left shoulder. Again, not pushing, not forcing, letting gravity do the majority of the work here. Space between the top and bottom rows of your teeth. Even take and place the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth, just gently. And slide your chin to your chest. Lift your chin up to neutral. Take a couple shoulder shrugs here. Relax the shoulders. Draw the chin towards the chest. Let's go right ear towards the right shoulder again. This time you can stay like this or tilt your chin towards your shoulder. Again, moving very slowly, noticing any stretch or space that you're creating through the left side of the neck. I even feel sometimes a stretch all the way up, it seems like into my left ear. And with the chin towards the shoulder, you can also explore taking the chin towards the collarbone. And slide the chin towards the center of your chest again. Lift your chin up to neutral and just pause for a moment here. Can you take the gaze forward or close your eyes and just notice the difference between the two sides of the neck, the two sides of the face? Maybe you feel a difference there after having stretched in that way on one direction and not yet on the other. And maybe you don't notice a difference, but notice that too. And tuck your chin towards your chest. We'll go the other side, so left ear towards the left shoulder. Moving slowly. You can begin to explore tilting the chin towards the shoulder. Oh. Moving slowly again, so you're not forcing anything to happen and you're not going into any sensation of pain. Stretch and creating space is one thing, but something that hurts is not what we're going for. And you can explore taking the chin towards the left collarbone. Or any other gentle little movements and rotations that feel interesting to you. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, slide your chin to your chest. Bring your chin up to neutral. Pause for a moment here. Just notice here the two sides of the face, the two sides of the neck, maybe both ears comparatively. A couple shoulder shrugs if you'd like. And here we'll move towards our final resting pose. So you have options. You can stay seated in your chair, or you can lay down onto the ground. You could lay onto the ground and use the seat of the chair to rest the back of your calves on as well. That can be a nice way to rest. Or if you prefer to stay in your chair, you could bring something in front of you to prop your feet up so that you can lounge for a moment, or simply just walk your feet forward a little. And lean back in your chair, rest your hands on your lap. You don't have to sit perfectly upright here. So take a moment or two to find yourself in a more relaxing seat so that you can rest. Take a moment to look around your space, just taking it all in without judgment. And then find a still point somewhere out in front of you to focus on. If you'd like, you can start to lower the eyelids about halfway, or closing your eyes completely if that feels supportive. Let's take 3 full deep breaths here. Again, bringing your attention and your awareness to the sensation of the inhalation and exhalation. And let your breath move on its own. You're of course welcome to continue to lengthen your inhales and your exhales if that feels restful for you. But you're also welcome to just be exactly as you are. In this practice, you've created space in your body, movement in your joints, room to be mindful of the breath and the sensation in your body. So here, enjoy a few moments of stillness and silence, and I'll cue you out in a little bit. Begin to deepen your breath. And just notice what an intentional deep breath can do to shift how you feel in your body. We take tens of thousands of breaths every day, and for how many of those are we truly present and aware? Tens of thousands of opportunities each and every day to become more present, more focused, more grounded in the here and now. Begin to send little flickers of movement into your fingers and your toes, feeling into the periphery of your body, noticing the sensation of your clothing on your skin, the temperature of the air as you breathe in. And from wherever you are, take your time to come into a seat like in the beginning of our practice, with the soles of your feet on the ground. If you're on the ground, laying down, take your time to roll onto either side before you press up to seated. If you have your legs extended out in front of you, just bring them down flat to the earth so that you can again feel the connection of your feet onto the ground. And take a moment in this seat as we come to the close of our practice to acknowledge the ancient wisdom that is the practice of yoga, recognizing that the physical practice, like what we did today, is really just a small part of being more mindful and more connected. Send gratitude to the earth for holding you up and for your chair and the way that it supported you through your practice today. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to heart center with palms pressing, or hands stacked over the heart, or any other gesture that's meaningful to you today as you close this time for you. Take a full deep breath in. A full exhale out through the nose or the mouth. Bow your chin to your chest. Honor yourself for taking this time for you today. And know that you can always come back to this practice anytime you need it. Release your hands. Blink open your eyes if they're closed. Thank you so much for joining this practice with me today. I hope that it helps to support whatever it is that you need, and come back anytime.